What is up, fight fans? And welcome back to the channel. Last night at UFC 322 in Madison Square Garden was absolutely electric, but not just for the action inside the octagon. A massive, chaotic brawl erupted in the crowd, and right in the middle of it all was none other than MMA fighter Dillon Danis. This wasn't just a minor scuffle. It was one of the biggest cage-side brawls we've ever seen in UFC history. The whole thing kicked off right as the pay-per-view broadcast started. The commentary team of Jon Anik, Joe Rogan, and Daniel Cormier had just gotten started when the chaos began. The cameras couldn't ignore it. It was a wild scene, with Danis clashing primarily with members of Team Khabib, the camp of the legendary Khabib. Specifically, he was seen going at it with Abubakar, Nurmagomedov, and Magomed. Now, if you've seen the clips circulating online, you know it was pure mayhem. Videos showed Danis throwing punches before he gets completely overwhelmed by the opposing group. He was literally dragged towards the media row as security and police scrambled to get control of the situation. We're talking dozens of people caught up in this melee. It was a mess. The result? Danis was briefly put in handcuffs and then promptly ejected from the arena. Multiple videos captured his unceremonious exit. It was a crazy, unbelievable moment that completely overshadowed the start of the main card. So, what actually started it? Honestly, the exact trigger is still a bit murky. Given the history between Danis and Khabib's camp, you can imagine tensions were already high. Remember the infamous post-fight brawl at UFC 229 between McGregor and Khabib? Danis was a key figure in that altercation too. It seems like old rivalries die hard, and all it took was for them to be in the same room for things to explode. This isn't the first time Danis has found himself in a public scuffle, and it raises a lot of questions about his conduct at these major events. As you can imagine, the internet went into an absolute frenzy. The reactions came flooding in fast. Fans and analysts are all weighing in on Danis' role in this whole fiasco. One person online summed it up pretty well, saying, "Danis' ejection underscores the volatility surrounding his persona and the challenges UFC faces managing heated tensions during major events." It's true. The UFC has a real problem on its hands when a fighter, even one not competing that night, can cause such a major security incident. Other comments were a bit more pointed. One user asked, "I am sorry, but it has to be asked at this point. What is up with Dillon Danis? Is he a masochist or something? He seems to be unable to resist getting beaten up and humiliated by other men in public. What's up with that?" Weird. That sentiment is being echoed by a lot of people. It does seem like controversy follows him wherever he goes, and these public brawls are becoming a pattern, whether it's a calculated move to stay relevant or just a complete lack of self. It's a bizarre and frankly damaging look for him and for the sport. This incident at UFC 322 is a major black eye for what was supposed to be a showcase event. Instead of talking about the amazing fights inside the cage, a huge part of the conversation is now about this ugly brawl in the stands. It detracts from the athletes who put it all on the line and creates a dangerous environment for everyone in the arena. Security will undoubtedly be under review, and you have to wonder what kind of consequences Dillon Danis will face from the UFC or the Athletic Commission. Will he be banned from future events? It's a real possibility. What do you guys think? Was Danis the instigator? Or was he just in the wrong place at the wrong time? Does the UFC need to take a harder stance on this kind of behavior? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. I'm really curious to hear your take on this wild night. It's a developing story, so we'll be sure to keep you updated as more information comes out about the cause and the fallout from this insane brawl. Thanks for watching, and if you want to stay on top of all the latest news in the world of combat sports, make sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel. We'll see you in the next one.